set. It says we're going live. It's thinking we're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Janitma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 356.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah, I mean, it's a year.
Yeah.
No, 365.
You started and you watched every single episode.
Right.
At one day at a time. It would take you a year from here on out, at least a year.
At least a year. Well, yeah. So
from the looks of you would not know that it's going to be like epically warm in Minnesota today. Get the cowl and the sweater.
Oh, this cold.
My window is open, guys. Open front window.
I should open this window. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be 60.
I was looking at the temperature and it was still in the 40s. And then I was like, well, maybe eventually I'll get there.
Yeah. I can't complain. It is epic to be able to open the front window, hear some birds cheeping during the day. And yeah, I'm also, while I don't like losing the hour of sleep, I do like that it is bright out after I'm done with work.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I struggle with the morning get up because you get that little bit of time where you're like, oh, it's light out, and when I get out of bed and then it goes back to dark and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Monday I had like the thought while I was dropping the kids off at school, and like, it's going to be really overcast today, and I was like, oh wait, hour earlier.
Yes.
In previous times. So I thought I saw some news that they're trying to make this permanent. Daylight savings time permanent. Like they're not gonna. Well, I think for like flights and other like planning type things, they're gonna try to. We will have one more time, but they're thinking that in 2023, no more.
Oh, okay.
So just stay with daylight savings time. So.
I think somebody put a graph out there and that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we stay standard or do we just stay daylight?
Claire says it's 2 more weeks before the time change there. Yeah. And that's another thing that just like the people that change at different times, like how does anything, I mean, I know we both work in IT, but how does anybody get on the same time or be able to figure any of that out, right? On any given day.
It used to be more of a struggle, but now we talk to the satellites and it's all good.
I don't talk to satellites, Amy, but yeah. Miss Ellie went to a Billie Eilish concert last night, which is kind of like a mom moment. Like I've got children that are now attending concerts. Dexter asked her this morning how it went, and she didn't really reply. And I was like, I believe the correct answer is good. Duh.
Right.
Sorry, mom joke.
So where was Billie? Up in the cities?
Yep, up in the cities. So she went with a parent and a friend. Got back late last night, but yeah, no, it's cool. Concerts are way more expensive than when I was a kid, and especially up at I think it's the Target Center.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she said it was good. I think she was tired. She didn't get a lot of. I think the daylight savings time stuff is affecting her as well as staying up late for Billie Eilish. So.
Yeah, I know that my kiddo said that I'm not gonna be adjusted until end of the week.
Yeah.
Every day wakes up tired.
Well, my kids, for better or for worse, had sleepovers last weekend. And so they were really short on sleep for the Saturday anyway, right? And so I feel like they just like conked. We tried to get them to conk out early on Sunday night. And then, yeah, my younger two I think they're already on the new time, but so adjusting to time changes, work in progress.
Yeah, my kids never got used to sleepovers. They like their own beds. So they'll stay as late as they can, and then mom and dad taxi has to come pick them up.
Yeah, That works.
But
That works. All right. Well, as far as Administrati is concerned, we do have the brioche along going on, and we were able to talk to Leslie Ann Robinson this past weekend. She enabled me for sure. So the book is headed my way. Really want to knit that mist now because I can see some fingering weight skeins out of my stash headed there, as well as a couple of the other items. So super charming, super high energy, super fun, super stylish. I feel like she could put together a super styled look for just about all of the things that she showed off to us, as well as, again, yeah, just super charming. So if you're a ZKN member and you have access to our past speakers, please go out and check that out if you weren't able to join on Saturday. And then upcoming, we have Anne of Mochi Mochi Land, Mochi Mochi World, coming to speak to us in April. So, and she is so much fun, so much fun. A lot of scheduling and chatting and whatever to get to this point, but well worth it. Just going out to her website and clicking on a few of the videos that she's made with those little Mochi Mochi, they just make me happy. Like, she just creates art and happiness.
For sure. Yeah. I remember one of the first bigger projects she had. She was filling a swimming pool full of like tiny little doodads.
Yeah, like she's been commissioned to do pieces for like Nickelodeon, and yeah, it's fun. The one that I remember more recently was the cat in box. That you could make the little cat, you could make the little box, and she has like a little video of the cat going into the box. And then again, the cat like photo bombing and knocking things off of ledges, and yeah, she enjoys a good cat meme for sure.
Yeah, and those miniatures, I mean, they're fiddly, but quick and super cute once you're done. I have made dozens and dozens of her little creations. No joke, dozens.
Yeah, well, we did like 1 year for ZK, we did the little swap, right? And I feel like a couple people made quite a few of her little creations. So yeah.
For the announcement, I should have gone and located my jar because I have the jar from that year.
Where you guys did the swap, yes. Oh, so great. But yeah, super excited to have her joining us, and then I also have another one that I'm like this close to being able to announce. So, and I'm pretty sure that we're doing it, so I'm just going to put it out there like a little pre-announcement here. But Alice and Karen from Knit Strips, so they are like the comic strip, completely illustrated book that is with interactive knitting. So which is a kind of a cool concept of a pattern not being explicitly prescriptive of what you should be doing, but a little bit of like interpretation. And once I get the book and can take a look at it, I could tell you a little bit more. But we are definitely going to have them come and speak soon about the journey of their book and interactive knitting and their origin story. I'm going comic booky mom jokes. So yeah, and shout out to Ms. Valerie. She was the one that was like, you should reach out to them. So thank you, Valerie.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Nope. I want
to get a movie night out there pretty soon, and maybe a game night as well. So if people have got, brioche is also a baking term. So I've kind of been like rattling around like movies that include baking. But I should start a thread out in on Discord for folks to throw out movies that maybe just like spring, doesn't even have to be related to the KAL and baking, right? But
yeah, there's definitely things on my plate that are fun, but they're not baked yet. They're not ready yet.
Speaking of baking,
yeah. Yes.
Well, so just a quick shout out, because that we know that for certain. I'll be teaching at Yarn Over 2022, but you will have a booth there. So if people are interested in attending the fabulous market there at the end of April, and coming and visiting you in the in-between times. I'll also be there with me. Unfortunately, I've not figured out how to be in two places at one time.
Yeah. No, I will be down there promoting our marketplace and Zcan. So definitely trying to get people to join us in June at our marketplace, as well as
marketplaces, right?
Marketplaces.
So the Friday rodeo and the Saturday,
So getting those
maybe a fun little day trip down to Rochester and go for the rodeo, come for the rodeo and stay for the Saturday market.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to be able to put together like a little presentation about like Zcan as well, like all the different speakers we've had that you would get access to. And so
welcome more people. Come join the fun.
Yes, absolutely. We need more. Well, not need more. We love our group. But we want more people to come and
sit with
enjoy.
us. Right? Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So those are all works in progress as well. I guess if we're following that theme, work in progress. What are you knitting on these days?
Well, so what do I want to say? This yarn just could not sit and wait any longer. It needed to jump on the needle. So I'm going to show you all of the cakes here at once. And then,
oh goodness.
This is Magazine by Mitchell's Creations.
Heart eyes. Yes. I love it caked up.
It's very, very busy looking in the skeins. But I thought that the party top would be a really good way to showcase this lovely yarn. So I cast on, and so you can kind of see how it is doing.
I love it. Those jewel tones.
Yeah, and this is the DK weight top, right?
Who's the party top by? I'm trying to remember.
Beats me. I've already knit it, so I should know this, but I don't.
Okay. You held up that little piece that you cast on, and the camera, for whatever reason, either you are knitting something very similar to the top that you're currently wearing, or the camera is like likey, but yeah, like that, the purple pops and the blue. Yeah.
Oh, true. These are solids, and then here's the it says Abby Knit.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's the party top. It's a little crop with 3/4 length sleeves.
And you've made it before. You wear it like over your dresses, right?
Yep. So I have one in yellow, or it's a Lola Bean yellow haystack hideaway colorway. I think it's Rumpelstiltskin something. Anyway, I really like that one. So I was going to make another one and showcase just this crazy but super cohesive still fabric.
Alternating skeins?
I am. I think if you guys were paying attention, so you can, one of these skeins reads a little bit more light blue to me.
Okay.
Maybe it's not showing so much in the camera, but
I see it. The bottom one?
Yeah. Yep. So then if I'm alternating that one in, and the other ones are very similar to each other. So hopefully,
I would recommend it with any variegated. I think it stops the possibility that you'd have like very drastic, like flashing and pooling. But also, like you said, if one skein is just a little bit different, you're going to have a part of your top that
you don't want a block. Where it's a different dye lot, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, no, these were all dyed at the same time, I'm sure of that. But the dye will take to one skein more than the other, and it's just the nature of the game. But
yeah, no, that wasn't a yeah, that's indie dyed, right? Like that's non-commercial solid, right? Anytime you have a variegated.
And then my next whip is one that sorry, I'm having trouble with my throat. I have a frenemy, and we are doing a shrug. And I can't remember how you say this shrug, but this is a brioche project, so it is part of our brioche along, right? And it's basically a giant shawl with sleeve or little sleeve cuffs, because I believe that it goes down to the forearm as a shawl, and then you get a little sleeve. And again, Megan will link. She'll have the magic linking.
Future Megan will, yeah.
Future Megan will. And it's out on Ravelry. It's in my current whips. So,
like there's like an SH and
yeah. Like I'm tempted to say sushi, but it's not sushi.
Yeah,
it's close to sushi.
So yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is it like Susu Knits that is the designer? Maybe that's where I'm also pulling it in.
That's true too. Yes. So then, this isn't a different color up here, but somehow it does look like it started with a different color. It just happens to be the lighter part of the skein. And you do start with the lighter piece, and then these alternate, but they look very similar, right? So like you can tell when I flip it around, right? There's like this really light stripes, and on the other side they're blending in more, because there are brioche stripes in there. They're just blending in more. Anyway, but
Suzanne
this
Summer.
is my advent.
Thank you. Yeah, Beth said Suzanne Summer. Yep, Susu Knit.
Okay, thank you. So then, this is
Shusui. Beth is helping. I still can't pronounce it.
Yeah. But this is my advent calendar from Queen City. So this is day 1 and 2, and then when days 1 and 2 are running out, I will add 3 and 4, and keep going through. So far, they're kind of a light in the dark. Not gonna always be that way.
Yeah, but I felt like when I knit my top, there was definite lines of, like you could see a lot of the distinction between the sections, which is why I decided to do 2 of them, right? Because I felt like it was more blending with the Suburban Stitcher, but with the Queen City, I felt like there was drastic sections, and I wanted that in one of them, right?
Right.
So
this is 1 and 2. 3 and 4 it will kind of blend, but I think as a whole you will see blocks. When
this was the one that the cat started to eat?
Maybe.
You're not ready to talk about it?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think it might have something to do. Cats like Queen City.
They do.
Before I sent out Ingrid her pairing in the mail, Sullivan was grabbing one of the skeins and leaving it in the middle of the room, and he has never done that with any other yarn.
Sullivan, don't get a taste for it, man. It's endless.
It was the exact same day that he started doing that he stuck his paw in my tea.
Oh.
And I was like, what did I do to you? Like, you're attacking these things that I love. My tea, my yarn. Like, what did I do to you, buddy? Maybe he's talking to Pivot on the side.
I don't know how they would communicate, but they could be.
Cat TikTok is how the cat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Talk these days. Yes. Yeah.
So next, I had already made one. This is the fidget bracelet that Shayna Lines Design has out there. It's a free pattern. And I decided to go ahead and start another one. So this is this just a tube, and you put a marble in it. And so then when you graft it together, it's just a continuous fidget that you can push the marble through. And yeah, my kid liked it.
Was the first one well received?
Yeah. I noticed that the weekends that I made it, it was used a lot. I don't recall if I've seen it go to school, so I might have to ask. Like, and then I have a couple more. So I hate to mention this because I want some more frenemies, but because I already started the party top. But when I was searching for yarn for my other frenemies, so I'm going to be doing the rocket tee. Oh gosh. And then what else am I doing?
Good to know.
Oh, it was on the list. Anyway, oh yeah, the waves of change. Like, I think somebody in the comments might be screaming at me. It's the waves of change. I ordered the yarn for that one. So I was looking for yarn for the rocket tee in my stash and came across the yarn that I had bought to make the Christopher Bunny out of. And so I just couldn't resist. So I grabbed those skeins, wound them up, and made a Christopher Bunny head. And the rest of Christopher Bunny will get created over time here. But he's going to be a gray bunny. And if you're familiar with the pattern, he has clothes. So his clothes will be a blue. And this blue is looking very Bazinga, even though it's more navy in real life. Yeah, so I'm excited. And these are also Market vendor yarn. This is Northern Bee. She has this wonderful, like, rustic base that I am in love with. I believe she has a sport and a worsted.
Yep.
And they're so wonderful. I've used them in multiple projects, and I'm excited to work with it again. But so Christopher Bunny got cast on last night just because I was looking for rocket tee materials. And then speaking of
Moraine.
Yes, that's right. And then because I was looking through Stash, I found a needle adjacent project again, and with the Farmer's Daughter's Fiber having that shawl and cowl along, I had bought these to make a Samantha pattern. And yeah, and I already bought the pattern because she was so generous with us, and so I want to cast on that shawl like ASAP too. And that's going to be my lace, you know, like I've been saying, I have a lace craving. It's got some lace in it, so. But if somebody else wants to do that Romy shawl that's in my queue, I will cast on another one.
Yeah.
And as we pointed out before, it doesn't really matter because Megan and I will be entering our stuff on the last day, more or less.
I'm not going to win a sweater quantity. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's drawing my name from that hat.
If we did, we'd throw it back in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But that's all I had. I got a lot of whips, and I shared a needle adjacent. So I think
I've got quite a few needle adjacents here, as well as some frenemies lined up for April. But the thing that has been, I did finish up my my Don't Look Up color work sweater, which I felt took much longer than it normally does. But then I was kind of in like this, I don't even know what I should cast on mode. We had talked about it so much, the Musselboro hat. I was like, okay, I found a frenemy, we're going to cast on. And then located like it was like the path of least resistance. It was like, I don't want to plan. I don't have any thought process about what I actually want to knit. I don't have like the gumption. I have a gumption deficit. So I had the leftovers from Northern Bee of my garden variety shawl. because the garden variety was knit or was written up specifically for like the Miss Babs put up. The yak that I got, which just absolutely closed, I had a lot of leftover. I'm like, I'll do something beautiful with it later. So I'm kind of doing do-it-yourself stripes, a la that cowl that was out a while ago. I felt like a lot of people bought yarn from Darn It Anyway, one of our zombie getaways. And so just kind of taking what was left over and striping it in. It's going to be a very generous length, especially for my head, as well as having kind of the ability to overdo the flip up as well. So this is the last two colors. So I will soon be doing the crown decreases that match the crown increases on the other end. And we all have I'll have quite a good flip up, but super fun, right? That I can choose to have, you know, the purple. This is inside out because I can't do the the other thing quite yet, right? But yeah, super fun that I can kind of choose my own which color goes goes out, as well as one end versus the other. And because I knit a shawl in all of these, I knew that I would have great contrast and that they all really go well together. So yes, absolutely love it. It's been kind of my down here during meetings, although have been doing a lot of talking and I use my hands too much, so not getting a ton of knitting done in the day. I did take up and I'm ready as far as needle adjacent projects. This gorgeous, this is 716 in the TBD by Dexter. Because Jenna messaged me and we never got an answer from him on what we should name this colorway. It was in the 2020 series of like, we have so much milk and buffalo skink. So yeah, very speckled with pops of blue and grays and kind of, and then this is Suburban Stitcher mohair, and I'm going to make an Elton out of it. So very different, divergent from how Hoki imagined the Elton, because I'm going to be combining a solid and a variegated here with some speckle as far as the combo. Oh, there, that's good. I liked them together. So we shall see. We shall see. I was kind of like,
my rocket tee, I'm trying to debate whether I want to do the classic mohair with it, you know, and I was having trouble locating. I know that I have a Berry Fun Yarns mohair. I cannot find that booger to save my life. So as soon as I find that, I might have more choices, but for right now, I have.
The pattern as written for my size, this is all that I need, but I'm kind of like, what? But I think I'm just so used to holding this double.
Right.
With, so hopefully I don't run out of yarn.
I don't think you will.
And the other thing, an upcoming design for ZK. This is the Coleman base, the new Coleman base for ZK, or for Queen City. I'm trying to remember the two colorway names, Caribbean Sea and Lemongrass. That Coleman base is 65% silk, 35% linen. And she's got a little hint with her kitty cat on there that says, "Wind this yarn by hand. You'll thank us later." And I believe that Beth tried a ball winder and would second me on that. She was my cautionary tale. So I hand wound this in addition to kind of, I think, loosening up some of the linen, which you have given as a tip and trick. Then it didn't, the silk makes it really, it doesn't have a lot of traction. So it can get out of hand, right? But super excited, have drawn up what I'm going to be knitting with these. Really love this color combo. These were the two that sang to me in the skein. Knit
Okay. I keep thinking, gosh, what did I miss? Because I need to make something with that yarn, but
So I don't know if it's available. I think I should know. I should know when it's going to be available. I did see that Kristen, so the other part of Queen City Yarn, was looking for people to test knit a top out of the space. So I'm assuming that you can get the yarn at least through that test knitting process. And I know you've done that through Queen City as well. That's out on our Discord. So, but yes, I'm going to be designing with these 2 colors. Super excited. I have a long-standing tradition of designing tops for Queen City for ZK. So
yeah, no, and
that
again,
says that it launched on the site this week.
See, and again, I think that, you know, like, oh, that was important. I wanted to get some of that, and then it, like, life has just been so crazy lately. Yeah, I can only hold so many things that are important.
Yeah.
Like,
brains are good at that.
I just, yeah.
Yep. So this was given to me to design with, so that you didn't miss that as far as me picking it up and you missing that boat. But yeah, exciting that it's on the website and that you can get at it. It's a DK weight. So zoom summer top, right? Less sleeves, airy fabric, cotton and linen, big needles.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
And now I'm going to be off to Discord to go check out what I was missing, like the test bits and the launches.
Yeah, it's like an oversized tee. I can't remember what the name of it is. But yeah, it's super fun. It's modeled after one of her tops, and her daughter is modeling it too, which is super adorable. So
I'm gonna go look. Gotta go look.
Everybody else go too, and we'll call it a wrap here.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Ukta. All right, ended.